Hello, everyone, and welcome. Come on in, say hello, let us know where you're watching from, and we're going to get started at 3 o'clock. So I decided to come on and make sure my sound and everything was okay. So, how's everybody doing? Hey, Pam. Good to see you. Okay. Let's see, it's 3 o'clock, so we're going to get started. So, hello, everyone. Thank you if you're here watching live. If you're live, you're either on YouTube or my Facebook page. I'm Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations. Excited to share with you today. I hope everyone is doing well. Turn this slide off. So, hello, everyone. Just come on in and make yourself at home. Get yourself something to sip on, and we are going to get started. Before I start in on our project, which is a fun fold card with the Sentimental Wishes bundle, I want to talk a little bit about the annual seasonal sale that's going on right now with Stampin' Up. There are some discounts on items in the annual catalog. Okay, doesn't include the mini or the online exclusive, so I just want to make that clear. And there's 10% off the inks, the refills, the blends, and the markers, but not the third-party inks. And so what that means, hi, Nan, are the inks that are like StazOn or Versamark that are produced by another company. Okay, so all the Stampin' Up! Inks and colors and refills, the blends and the markers, those are 10% off. All of the cardstock is 10% off. Stampin' Up! Not any of the Close to My Heart cardstock that's left. That's not discounted. Just the Stampin' Up! Cardstock. There is 20% off the bundles, either the punch in the stamps or the dies in the stamps from the annual catalog, which is an additional 10%. Okay, they're normally 10% off when you buy the bundle together, but through Friday, the end of the day Friday, there are 20% off. And then all of the designer paper in this catalog are 20% off. Okay. So just wanted to make that clear and let you know that's just a limited time through the end of the day on Friday. So it is a chilly November day here in Southwest Missouri. And Jackie and I are in the process, Jackie, my husband, and I are in the process of packing up and going to my daughter's in Fort Worth for a couple of weeks. So we spend all of our holiday times in Texas, in our home state of Texas. And so we're excited to get going on that. But I'm really not looking forward to packing, but that's coming. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to switch cameras and we're going to talk a little bit about our project today. So there we go. Okay, so I'm using the Sentimental Wishes bundle from the mini catalog, and it has a set of dies. They're so cute. It's just a little few dies in here that coordinate with the stamps. I've already got some of my stamps mounted there. And while I'm at it, I am going to pull out the die that we're going to use today. It's the holly. So, okay, let me get this together and I'm going to put it right back in here, close it up, and show you the card. So I decided we needed to start getting our gift card holders ready. So we have a simple one today, but I just love the combination of the holly with this ribbon print from the Sentimental Wishes Designer Series paper from the mini catalog. So let's get going. Okay, we're going to start with our card base and get that ready first. So I have a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of Poppy Parade. I've already scored it in half at 5 1/2. Okay, now this 2 3/4 is what I'm going to cut off the card front. Okay, so let me bring my trimmer in here. And so I'm going to flip it because I know I'm going to call that my card front. and we're going to slice off 2 3/4 inches. And we'll just save that for another project. Let me make sure I have all my pieces here. Okay, so now we have this going for us. We have a half card front, and we are going to put some designer paper on this, and we're going to build up this inside. All right, so first let's do this, and I need to do some more cutting here. So I have a piece of that beautiful ribbon print cut 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to cut 2 1/2 inches off of this side, this left-hand side. So let me put that 2 1/2 inches, and there we go. All right. Every time I do that, I think that just doesn't look big enough, but it is. Okay, so we're going to say this is going to go here. All right, we're going to put that aside for now. We're going to work with the inside of the card, and I'm going to take this piece, and it's going to go over on this side so that it meets when it's closed. And then when we have this down, it's like makes the complete pattern. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and glue that part down and get it ready. Y'all will be happy with me today. I opened up a new bottle of glue, so I'm not struggling with my almost empties. So I had a question this week on my video that's on YouTube, and it was like the window pane technique. I don't know if you saw that, but I had someone ask, let me make sure I got this right. Nope, this way. I had someone ask if those dots are good enough to hold the paper onto the cardstock. I have found that yes, it is. And a lot of times if you'll do, and I'm bad about like doing squiggle, squiggle, squiggle and do all over, and that definitely makes for a good hold. But sometimes you can see that glue squiggle through the paper. And so I try not to do that, but you know, sometimes I just get enthusiastic and do it. Okay. All right. So there we have that. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and glue this on and show you that continuous pattern there. So again, I'm doing my little dots, dot, dot, in the center. And I told the viewer that getting the dots close enough to the corners, oh goodness, I made a mess. Getting the dots close enough to the corners is the trick of the paper staying down. So I am sliding this around and getting it about equidistant from side to side and top to bottom. And there we have our continuous pattern. Hey, Patty, how are you? All right, so now let's go ahead and finish the inside of our card. I have a 2 1/2 by 4 piece of basic white, and I'm seeing glue here, y'all, so I'm getting it off while I'm thinking about it. And we're going to stamp on this first, and we're going to use one of the sentiments from the stamp set that says, "Have a very Merry Christmas." And I've been talking about on my post in this week about how this is such a vintage look stamp set, and I love it. When I look at this writing, like it's what our teachers used to call backhanded, I used to think that was so cool because a lot of left-handers, now correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a left-hander, tend to write backhanded sometime where the slant goes toward the left instead of toward the right if you're cursive writing. And I used to think that was so pretty, and I would try to do it. And they would say, "Lisa, you're not left-handed. Why is your handwriting backhanded?" Which is what they called it. Okay, so I've shaded spruce, but I love that look. I love that font. Hi, Mason from Vermont. Oh, Vermont. I always think of White Christmas. We watch that every holiday season, sometimes more than once. And We always do the line, oh, Vermont should be beautiful this time of year. All that snow. If you watch White Christmas, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, um, we're going to do a little White Christmas party with the grandkids. Oh, you're making cards, Nan? Good for you. Um, I've started last year doing a White Christmas party. Yeah, no, me too. And we wear shirts alike, and yeah, I'll have to post them. All right, so there's the inside of the card. Now, there's one more piece that's important. It's the little slip of paper that is going to hold the holder for the gift card, right? So I have another piece of this paper cut at 1 1/4 by 4. Hey, Joanne, yay! So glad to see you here, yay! So I'm live Wednesday instead of Thursday because I've got to pack tomorrow, and packing includes my stuff, my crafting stuff. So I don't take all of it, but I take a lot of it. And so I decided to do the live this week on Wednesday. Next week, I believe I have a premiere that will go live on Thursday like usual. I usually do Thursdays at 3, but I pre-recorded a card video that will go live, and I'm going to try to be tuning in to. I hope you're still there. Wait just a minute. Hey, Lori. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm still here. I got a phone call. I forgot to put it on, what do you call it? Do not disturb my phone. So I'm going to try to do that real quick so I can get back to the card. 100, 100 cards. Okay, y'all hang on just a minute. Okay. I'm fixing my phone, and I hope I still have you here, and it looks like I do. So thank you for bearing with me. And let me see if I can get this set up like I had it. Y'all still there, huh? Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so I put it on Do Not Disturb, so that should not happen again. Okay, I feel like I've got a crooked layout here. Let me straighten it up. There we go. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, next week it will be a premiere, which means it will go live at 3 on Thursday. Okay. All right. And I'll put it, it'll be on YouTube and on Facebook, so you'll know when to find it. Lori, I meant to tell you today in that email, hey, I'm going live at 3 so you could watch. So I'm glad you found me. Yay. All right, so I use sticky strip on the very edge of this, and I can't remember on my card if I used sticky strip or liquid glue. I'm using the strip so it'll stick and I don't have to wait on it to dry. So I'm having issues with my tearing tape. Let me get my Take Your Pick tool. So anyway, I was talking before I got interrupted with my call, about Me Too, Patty. I love it. My White Christmas party that I do with my granddaughters and my daughters. And then we watch the movie, and let me go ahead and put this gift card in here. See, it fits just right. All right. We found a recording of White Christmas. I don't know if this is copyright legal, but it was on YouTube, and it was just the songs, like, because the girls don't, not going to watch all that story. They're too young, but They do like the dancing and the music. So we found one on YouTube where it just goes from song to song to song, and it's fun to watch. And they're up dancing. Okay, so we have that. That's the inside of our card. Now we're going to work on building the outside. Okay. All right. Here we go. So I have another layer of Poppy Parade, 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And then I have this piece of Shaded Spruce, 2 by 3 1/2. That is going to layer on top of that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we have some stamping, coloring, and die cutting to do. Okay. So let me go ahead and put this down on top of the Poppy. I love this paper. You know, it's our Making a Difference paper. $3 of every pack sold goes to contributing toward children's literacy. And yeah, everybody is loving this paper. Well, I say everybody. Most people are loving this paper. I know because a lot of people are purchasing it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, no, I'm not. Should have waited, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do this next part. It stamped and embossed the For Someone Special, and I can do it with it just like this. So let me get my stamp, my, what do you call it, embossing buddy. Go ahead and put that. I don't have to do it all over, but I'm going to. So I know I've got good coverage there. And so the embossing powder doesn't stick everywhere. I've got my white embossing powder in a little tub here. And I'm going to stamp, and we're going to heat emboss this For Someone Special. So let me see. I'm going to try to mount this where you can see me here and put it on a line on my table. And then I look at this bottom line here and try to make that straight. And then we're going to ink up it first some more. Okay. And then try to get this straight. Doesn't look straight with my sticker, but I'm going for it. Yep. That worked. Okay, so let's get our embossing powder. Sprinkle that on. Flick it off. Got a little bit of a stray there. So I kind of take my fingernail and work on it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and get my heat tool. And we'll turn it and let it heat up a little bit. I put it on 2 for embossing. And then we're going to heat this up. And you can see it getting white, bright white and shiny. So you don't want to overheat it. Once it's all done, it's all good. Okay. So now I can go ahead and put that on the front, and then we're going to embellish it with our holly. So yes, Nan, I see that, you need to make 6 gift card holders. This is really a good one. I like this one. I mean, we can make all kinds of different gift card holders, but this one is nice that can be mailed is why I like it. We can do the fancy and the little pockets and everything, which are good if you're presenting it, but if you're mailing it, this is the ticket. Okay, I'm going to hold that down for just a minute, and then we'll start stamping and coloring our holly. Got some glue there, it looks like. Oh, it's on my fingers, y'all, and look, I keep touching it. Okay, let's set that aside. Let me clean my hand. And let's get our piece of basic white that we're going to stamp and die cut the holly. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Got all these Post-its I can move out of the screen. And so here we go. Here's our holly mounted. And we're going to take and ink up with Memento Black ink because we are using our Stampin' Blends alcohol markers. Okay. It's really detailed holly. I really like it. Okay, let's just put it in the middle. Okay, so now we're going to color. Get this out of the way. So I've got the colors that I used on my original, and I'll just show you. I've got Poppy Parade, Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, and Shaded Spruce. And I use a combination of these, okay? All right, let me look at my card here. So I'm going to take my... Did I do dark shaded spruce or light? I'm going to start with the light. I did this to kind of outline. I think I used dark. So I'm just going to go over the veins and the lines in the holly. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to use a different green to fill it in. And you can combine your Stampin' Blends like that to get the look that you want. So in this designer paper pack, I do believe it includes Shaded Spruce green and Old Olive. It may have some others too. But I like how they combine. And even in like the reds, we have Cherry Cobbler and Poppy Parade. So I thought it would be fun to use both on this image. So just curious, when you make your Christmas cards, do you ever make any that you color detailed images like this? You know, I know it's time consuming, but man, it makes such a beauty, right? I'll do several. Like I'll do maybe 3 or 4 of one style of card, and then I might switch to something else. Okay, so I'm looking at that, and I think I like how that looks. Okay, now I'm going to take my light Old Olive, and I'm like blending in that Shaded Spruce veins on the Old Olive, with the Old Olive. And then after I get through, if I look at it and I think, oh, it needs some more Shaded Spruce, I might come back in. Oh, okay. Special ones, yes. A few, yeah. I hear you. I got to get busy and make my ministry cards for my church. And I usually don't really color on those, but I try to do a sweet. I'm probably going to use the Shepherd Care, kind of like I did last week, you know, on live. Or, oh no, that was with the watercolor. The other Shepherd Care card that I did, and I posted it on my blog, and I think I shared it on Facebook. I know it's on YouTube, the video with the in the blues, the misty moonlight. Okay, so I'm just filling this in. So normally I probably would have had all this colored already, but I just wanted to show you how I like to blend the two different colors. Again, this is Old Olive and Shaded Spruce. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit more. I think I'm going to take the light Shaded Spruce and do a little more in here toward the bottom of each leaf. This is light Shaded Spruce now. I'm going over that Old Olive. Okay. So now I'm going to come back with Old Olive again and just blend those colors. So it kind of blends, when you go back over it with another alcohol marker, you know, it blends those colors together. And I love that look. Because, you know, leaves are different shades of green. Okay, so now I'm going to do the stems, and I'm using my light Old Olive for that. And I'm just kind of drawing, because it's such a narrow stem, I'm just kind of drawing over it with the bullet tip marker. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see, I'm going to take my, I think I used Poppy Parade, dark Poppy Parade on these. Oh, I forgot to stamp one thing. I'll get it in a minute. Forgot all about it, and it's the finishing touch on this holly branch is a little bow. Okay, so I just colored in those berries. Then, normally I would have, if I'd have been thinking ahead, moved that holly branch down and then stamp the bow on here on that too, but I don't want the dies to get too close together, so I'm not gonna chance it. And so hopefully I can find my bow die, which seems to be stuck somewhere. Is that it? No, those are the candles. Uh-oh. Okay, I might have to fussy cut this if I can't find it. See, I forgot all about the bow because I was thinking it was all one piece. So let's do this. Ink it up and color that. Okay, so I'm taking light Poppy Parade on this. I should have used a bullet tip. It's so much, I have so much more control with the bullet tip on these small areas. In fact, let's switch. Do y'all listen to music when you're crafting or have the TV on or a movie or something? Or do you just craft in silence? The silence is like, I usually have some music on. Okay, I'm going to take light cherry cobbler. And kind of go over the shaded lines put there by the artist. just to vary the color just a little bit. Okay, so now let me get all these markers out of the way, and then we're going to die cut if I can find my little bow. Let me look over here real quick. Nope. Oh, don't tell me I lost it. You know, those dies that are so tiny, that's why I should have put this on a magnet board. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm so upset. Okay, so I'm going to have to fussy cut the bow, but it'll be all right. I just hope I find it, because I like it's so delicate that you can use it to cut. I'm going through my dies over here looking. Oh, you were, Nan? Yeah, I definitely had Christmas music on yesterday. Okay, I have this. I'll have to fussy cut that because it's missing. Oh, there is no telling. And then I'll find it like where it's not supposed to be. Y'all know how that is. Okay, let me get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we'll do the holly at least. Get that done. Let's get this. And let me get my tape. My room is a mess because I've been setting out things that I know I have to pack. And it's like, oh my goodness, Lisa. Okay, let's line this baby up. Does anyone cut before you color on your dies, on your images like this? Cut first or color first? Sometimes I think I should cut first in case I don't get it just right. Okay, that turned out okay. Now let me move this since I don't have my bow die. There is no telling y'all where that thing is. I'm telling you. Probably be stuck to something, you know. Let me put this back in here. No, where'd it go? See, now I can't even find my... Right here, Lisa, in front of your nose. Okay. This, okay. Let's cut this baby. Color first? Okay. Yeah, I usually color first. Okay, so I'm moving my paper around. Let's get some of this excess out of the way. I feel like I need some Christmas music on. I found a channel on, I have the SiriusXM app loaded on my phone, and I found an app. It says an extra channel or something. I don't know about that. I just happened to looking for Christmas music, you know, and there was one titled Sleep Christmas. Now, I can tell you, I would not be able to sleep with the music that's on that channel, but it is beautiful. It's just not like ambient sounds or, you know, calming sounds. It's beautiful, but it's all instrumental Christmas songs. So if you like that, look up that if you have the SiriusXM app. My favorite Christmas album of all time is Ray Conniff, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Because that's what we listened to when I was a wee child, a long time ago. That's what we had, and we listened to it, so we knew all the words. And then as I got older, I also liked, I don't know the name of this particular one, but Amy Grant has a Christmas album. It's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna say that's a good. Okay, where's my card? Here we go. Okay, so we're just about finished, aren't we? Finally. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to glue the bow like that. See, that bow just makes it. Dang it, I need to find that die. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this on first. Trying to get like the tips of the leaves and the stem. I'm going to angle it like that. I'm going to have room for my bow. Let's move that a little more like that. Yeah, I like it. Thanks, Nan. Thank you all for coming and watching. I appreciate it so much. Okay, let's hold that down. And then we're going to do a little bit of bling. Yep, got glue there again. Let me get my... Really, I need to wait till that dries to get that up. I'll do that in a minute. All right, so I've got my basic rhinestones. And I think I'm using Dark Poppy Parade. And I'm going to color 3 of these. And 2 of the smaller ones. Okay. Thank you, Pam. I thought it was so pretty with that holly in combination with that designer paper. Okay, there we have it. Finally, a great little easy gift card holder. And like I said, this one will go through the mail very easily. Okay, and so that's why I like to design some like this. Remember that on your adhesive that you put your paper strip on with, you know, put that adhesive as close as you can to the edge of the paper so that you have room. And that's like stuck in there, which is a good thing. Kind of sticks to the, all right, for your gift card there. Okay. Yeah, Nan, I think that gems just do it. It looks like I used cherry cobbler on that one. See how different? I like the Poppy Parade though. Okay, let me see. So, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this gift card holder and you will give it a try. Again, this is with the Sentimental Wishes bundle from the mini catalog and that beautiful Sentimental Christmas Designer Series paper that it just has some like vintage type charm prints in it. I just love it. I think it's so pretty. They did a great job. And, you know, the backs and the fronts, it's very versatile, used with different kinds of cards. And so I hope you'll take a look at that. If I can help you with anything, let me know. Again, I will be in Fort Worth. Do this in Fort Worth starting the weekend. And my won't be live next week. Anyway, it'll be up. You know how I posted on my headers on Facebook, and it'll be on YouTube, and I try to put it in my newsletter. So if you're not, thank you, Nan. If you're not, don't get my email list. Be sure you sign up. That's the link right there. Okay. When you sign up, you get a free online card class with some simple but pretty cards that you can make using any supplies that you have on hand. And then you'll get all of my emails that I send with project ideas, my latest classes, and you can also send in questions that I will respond to. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations, inspiring you to create, share, and make a difference. Take care. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye bye.